My dear Jesus, as I quiet my heart and draw near to you, I invite anyone listening with me to gently settle into this sacred space. May your peace, which surpasses all understanding, begin to wash over us now, softening any burdens and calming every fear. I breathe in your love, and I ask that you breathe it into all the precious children we hold close in our hearts. May this moment be a gentle embrace, a tender refuge where healing can begin to bloom like a quiet flower in the morning. Light, I bless each listener with a deep sense of safety and rest. May your spirit be refreshed and your hope renewed as we share this prayer together. If you feel moved by these words and the comfort they bring, I invite you to let that gentle affirmation be shown by softly liking this video, a simple way to share this soothing grace with others who need it too. And if your heart whispers for more moments like this, consider subscribing to this space of peace so we can walk this path of healing hand in hand. You are welcome to leave a comment, perhaps a prayer request, or a quiet reflection. Your thoughts are a sacred offering, and together we can lift them up in love, knowing that Jesus hears each one. Now let us pray. Jesus, I come to you with a heart that longs for your healing touch. I surrender all my worries, all the fears I carry for the children I love, and even those I may not know, but who need your gentle care. I trust in your perfect timing and your tender way of making broken things whole. Thank you for being near, for bending down to meet us where we are, and for holding every small hand in yours. I open myself to your presence, inviting your light to shine into every dark place, every hidden hurt. Help me to release control and rest in the assurance that you are the great physician, the healer of bodies and souls. I am grateful for your faithfulness, for the hope that grows even in the quietest moments. With each breath, I feel your peace settling deeper within me, and I invite you to do the same in the hearts of our children. Teach me to listen with love, to be a gentle voice of comfort and strength. As I pray, I imagine your arms around each child, wrapping them in warmth and protection. May they feel your kindness as a soft whisper, a lullaby that soothes their fears and gently restores their joy. Let your healing flow like a river, steady and sure, bringing life and light. Together, we lean into your promise that you are close to the brokenhearted, that you bind up every wound. I find hope in your words and rest in your embrace. Even when the road seems long, I hold on to the truth that your love never fails. May this prayer be a bridge, connecting us in faith and trust as we continue to rest in His presence. Jesus, I bring before you the tender hearts of children who are hurting in ways we cannot always see. Whether their pain is physical, emotional, or spiritual, I ask for your healing grace to surround them completely. Let your gentle hands touch every place of struggle, bringing comfort and restoration. Help me to trust that you are at work, even in the smallest moments, weaving beauty from brokenness. I thank you for the resilience you place within us, a strength that is quiet but mighty. May this strength rise up in every child, filling them with courage and peace. I pray for patience to walk alongside them, to be a steady presence reflecting your unconditional love. When doubt or fear creeps in, remind us that your light shines brightest in the darkness. Help me to be a vessel of your hope, offering words of encouragement and a listening heart. Let our prayers be like gentle rain, nourishing the seeds of healing planted in each soul. I am grateful for this sacred connection between us, a reminder that we are never alone. As we continue to open ourselves to your grace, may we feel the warmth of your embrace, drawing us deeper into. I invite you, Jesus, to renew our spirits with the peace that only you can give. In moments of weariness, remind us to rest in your presence, trusting that your love is enough. Teach me to surrender every worry about the children's futures, knowing that you hold their lives tenderly in your hands. May gratitude fill my heart for each small sign of progress, for every smile and every step forward. Let us be patient with the healing process, knowing it unfolds in your perfect way. Help me to release any frustration or impatience, replacing it with faith and hope. I thank you for the ways you have already moved, for the miracles both seen and unseen. May this prayer be a continual offering of trust, a song of surrender rising softly as we continue to rest in His presence. Lord, I ask you to deepen the intimacy between us, that we might experience your nearness more fully. Draw close to every child who feels alone or afraid. Whisper words of comfort and love into their hearts. Let them know they are precious, chosen, and deeply cherished by you. I long for this closeness to heal wounds and to ignite hope where it has grown dim. Help me to be attentive to your gentle promptings, to follow your lead in caring for these little ones. May my love reflect yours, patient and kind, never giving up. I am grateful that in you we find a safe place to lay down burdens and find rest. May this shared prayer be a balm, a quiet assurance that your healing love is always near, as we continue to rest in His presence. If this prayer touches your heart, I gently invite you to like this video, a small act that spreads healing light to others. Consider subscribing so we can continue to gather in this sacred space of peace and restoration. And feel free to share your own prayer needs or reflections in the comments, trusting that we are holding them together in love. Jesus, I surrender all my hopes and fears into your hands, trusting that you are working all things for good. I thank you for your endless patience and your steadfast love. May we walk forward, wrapped in your grace, carrying hope like a gentle flame. Let us continue to rest in your presence, confident that your healing is at work, unfolding beautifully and tenderly as we continue to rest in His presence. Your presence, drawing us into the quiet heart of your love, where every sorrow is met with compassion and every hope is nurtured with care. As we linger here, wrapped in the warmth of your embrace, I ask that you continue to pour out your mercy, like a gentle rain, refreshing the spirits of all who listen, and inviting them to find solace in your nearness. Lord, in the stillness of this moment, help us to remember that healing is not always swift or visible, but it is always sure when held in your hands. Teach us to be patient, to trust the slow unfolding of your grace, and to celebrate the small victories along the way. May each step taken in faith be a testament to your enduring love, a quiet song of hope that echoes through the lives of children and caregivers alike. I pray for those who feel overwhelmed, whose hearts are heavy with worry and uncertainty. Wrap them gently in your peace, the kind that quiets restless minds and soothes anxious souls. Let them find rest beneath your wings, where fear loses its grip and courage begins to grow. Remind them that they are never alone, that you are walking beside them through every trial and triumph. Help us all to become instruments of your healing, extending kindness and understanding to those in need. May our words be soft and our actions tender, reflecting the gentle heart of Jesus who came to heal the broken and restore the lost. Inspire us to be patient listeners, offering a safe space where children can express their pain and discover the comfort of being truly seen and loved. We continue to pray. I ask you to kindle a flame of hope within every heart, a light that shines even in the darkest moments. Let this hope be a beacon guiding us toward your promises, a steady reminder that your love never fails and your plans for us are always good. May this hope take root and blossom, bringing forth peace that transcends understanding and joy that sustains us through every season. Lord, I lift up the caregivers, parents, and loved ones who tirelessly support these children. Strengthen their spirits and renew their courage when the journey feels long and weariness sets in. Surround them with your grace, equipping them with wisdom, patience, and boundless love. May they feel your presence as a wellspring of strength, a gentle hand that steadies and encourages. In this sacred space, I invite your healing light to continue shining into every hidden corner, every quiet ache, and every whispered prayer. May the tender touch of your Spirit bring restoration and peace to bodies, minds, and hearts. Let your healing flow like a gentle stream, cleansing and renewing, making all things new. We hold on to the promise that you are the Good Shepherd, who seeks out the lost, carries the weak, and leads us beside still waters. May your voice be heard clearly in the midst of confusion, and may your peace settle deeply in our souls. Help us to trust in your unfailing love, knowing that nothing can separate us from your care. As we rest together in this holy presence, I ask that you continue to nurture a sense of community and belonging among all who join in this prayer. Let us be united in faith, bound together by the hope that only you can give. May this connection be a source of comfort and strength, reminding us that we are part of a greater family, held together by your grace. Jesus, keep opening our hearts to receive your healing in ever deeper ways. Teach us to walk gently with ourselves and with others, recognizing the sacredness in every journey toward wholeness. May we always remember that in your eyes, each child is a precious treasure, worthy of love, care, and tender attention. As we breathe in your presence, let us also breathe out gratitude for the gift of this moment, for the assurance that you are with us now and forever. May our lives be a reflection of your light, shining brightly in a world that longs for hope and healing. Continue to guide us, sustain us, and fill us with the peace that only you can give. In this ongoing prayer, may we find strength to face each day with courage, patience to endure every trial, and joy to celebrate every step forward. Let your love be the foundation upon which we build our hopes and the anchor that holds us steady through every storm. So now, as we continue to rest in your presence, Jesus, we open our hearts even wider to your transforming power, trusting that your healing hands are at work within us and around us, weaving a tapestry of restoration and grace that will carry us forward into all the days to come. May this tapestry be woven not only with threads of healing, but also with strands of hope, patience, and unwavering faith. In the quiet moments when doubts arise or when weariness threatens to settle in, gently remind us of your steadfast love, a love that never falters, never fades, and never fails. Let this assurance be a balm to our souls, a steadying light that guides us through the shadows toward the dawn of renewed strength and joy. Lord Jesus, as we journey onward, I ask you to shape our hearts to mirror yours, full of compassion, tenderness, and understanding. Teach us to be present with those who suffer, to listen deeply without rushing to fix or judge, and to offer a presence that speaks volumes of your grace. May our eyes see beyond the surface, recognizing the silent cries and hidden wounds that only your Spirit can truly heal. We pray now for the children who carry burdens too heavy for their young hearts, for those who face illness, pain, or loneliness. Enfold them in your gentle embrace. Let them feel the warmth of your love as a soft blanket around their shoulders, comforting and protecting them in every moment. When fear or sadness threatens to overwhelm, may your peace descend like a quiet rain, refreshing their spirits and renewing their hope. And for those children whose healing seems slow or uncertain, grant them courage to trust the process and patience to endure. Surround them with caregivers, family members, and friends who reflect your kindness and steadfast presence, offering encouragement and unwavering support. Let the small victories, smiles, laughter, moments of calm be celebrated as precious signs of your ongoing work within their lives. Father, I also lift up the caregivers who pour out their love tirelessly, often without recognition or rest. Strengthen their hearts when they feel weak, and fill their spirits with renewed purpose and joy. May they find comfort in knowing they do not walk this path alone, that you walk beside them, offering wisdom, peace, and unending grace. Help them to nurture themselves as they nurture others, remembering that their own well-being is vital to the healing they facilitate. In this sacred moment, we embrace the mystery of your healing, that it is not always visible, immediate, or complete in the way we expect. Yet, we hold fast to your promise that you are making all things new. Teach us to see your hand at work in the subtle changes, the quiet growth, and the unfolding transformation that may go unnoticed by the world, but is precious in your sight. Lord, may your Spirit continue to move among us, knitting our hearts together in a community of faith, hope, and love. Let this shared prayer be a living thread that connects us across distances and differences, reminding us that we are united in your care. May each person listening be encouraged to share their own burdens and joys, knowing that they are heard, valued, and embraced by your grace. As we breathe in the fullness of your presence, we also breathe out gratitude for the gift of life, for moments of rest, for the comfort of this sacred space. May our lives be a reflection of your light, shining gently yet powerfully in a world longing for healing and hope. Continue to lead us with your gentle hand, guiding us into deeper trust and greater love. Jesus, in your unfailing love, keep opening our hearts to receive the fullness of your healing, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Help us to walk this path with humility and courage, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to your power at work within us. Let us be patient with ourselves and with others, always extending grace as freely as you have given it to us. May the peace you give, which surpasses all understanding, guard our hearts and minds through every challenge and change. Let this peace be a constant companion, soothing anxieties, calming fears, and filling us with a quiet confidence in your perfect care. As we rest in this peace, may your love continue to flow through us, becoming a source of healing and hope for all we encounter. Now, as we continue in this sacred space, I invite you, Jesus, to lead us deeper into the heart of your love, a love that heals, restores, and makes all things new. May we remain attentive to your voice, responsive to your spirit, and anchored in the assurance that you are always near. Together we open our hands and hearts to receive whatever healing you desire to bring, trusting that your grace will carry us forward into the fullness of life you promise. And so, with quiet hearts and open spirits, we rest here, awaiting the gentle unfolding of your healing work within us and among the children we cherish. May this moment be not an end, but a beginning, a sacred pause from which hope springs eternal, and love flows without end as we continue to rest in his presence. The ever-present comfort of your Spirit, who whispers peace into the restless places of our souls. We lean into your embrace, knowing that in your presence, all burdens grow lighter, and all fears are met with unshakable courage. As the silence deepens around us, may your love be the softest melody, a gentle song that carries us through the shadows and into the light of renewed hope. Jesus, in this sacred stillness, I ask you to pour out your healing balm over every child who feels unseen or unheard. Touch the tender places where pain lingers quietly, the hidden wounds that words cannot express. Let your spirit move freely through their hearts, bringing rest to their weariness and joy to their spirits. May they sense your nearness as a gentle breeze, refreshing and renewing, reminding them that they are held, cherished, and never alone. For the children whose days are marked by challenges that seem too great to bear, grant them moments of peace, a hand to hold, a smile to brighten their path, a whisper of hope that stirs their courage from within. Surround them with your angels of comfort, those who offer kindness, patience, and love without reservation. May these moments be seeds planted deep in their souls, growing into forests of strength and resilience. Lord, I lift up now the caregivers who walk this path alongside these children, the parents, guardians, teachers, and friends who give tirelessly of themselves. Bless their hearts with renewed energy when exhaustion threatens to overwhelm. Fill their spirits with the quiet assurance that their love and dedication make a difference beyond what eyes can see. May they find respite in your presence and be replenished by your grace, knowing that their labor of love is sacred and honored in your sight. In this shared journey, teach us all to be gentle with ourselves and each other, recognizing that healing is a delicate unfolding, not a race to be won. Help us to celebrate the smallest victories as profound miracles, each one a testament to your faithfulness and power. When doubt or despair arises, may your light break through the clouds, guiding our steps and warming our hearts with the certainty of your promise to never leave or forsake us. Jesus, as we continue to rest in your presence, open our eyes to see the beauty in every moment, even when it is wrapped in struggle. Help us to hear the quiet whispers of hope carried on the breeze, to feel the steady heartbeat of your love beneath every tear and sigh. May this awareness deepen our trust and strengthen our faith, anchoring us firmly in the truth that you are working all things together for good. Let this prayer be a sacred thread weaving us together, children, caregivers, and all who hold them in their hearts, into a tapestry of compassion, strength, and unyielding hope. May we carry this thread with us beyond this moment, a reminder that we are never alone, and that your healing love is an ever-flowing river, ready to wash over us again and again. Now, as we breathe deeply the peace you offer, I invite each listener to rest fully in this holy quiet, allowing your spirit to move freely within. May the gentle rhythm of your love pulse through our beings, renewing, restoring, and gently guiding us forward. With hearts open and spirits calm, we continue together in this place of grace, trusting that your healing is unfolding beautifully and tenderly, in ways seen and unseen, known and mysterious. May we rest in the assurance that your timing is perfect and your purposes are good. even when the path ahead feels uncertain or steep. Help us to release the need for immediate answers, embracing instead the sacred rhythm of waiting and trusting, knowing that every moment held in your hands is woven with care and infinite love. Lord, I pray now for the quiet moments when children feel lost or afraid, when the weight of their struggles feels too heavy to bear. May your gentle presence be a steady anchor, holding them firm against the storms that rage within and around them. Let your voice be a soft song of hope, whispering courage and calm into their hearts. Surround them with a cloud of witnesses, angels, friends, and family who stand beside them with unwavering love and support. For the children who carry invisible burdens, the fears, the doubts, the loneliness that no one else may see, I ask that you shine your healing light into those hidden places. Comfort them with the knowledge that they are deeply loved and precious in your sight, just as they are. May your Spirit gently uncover the roots of pain and bring them into the healing warmth of your embrace, transforming sorrow into strength and despair into peace. I lift up the caregivers whose hands and hearts are stretched thin by concern and care. Bless them with renewed hope and quiet moments of rest amid the demands of each day. Fill their spirits with your grace, that they might extend patience and kindness not only to those they nurture, but also to themselves. May they find refreshment in your presence, a wellspring of peace that replenishes their souls and sustains their love. Teach us all to walk tenderly with one another, recognizing the sacredness in every story and every struggle. Help us to listen deeply, to offer compassion without judgment, and to be patient as healing unfolds in its own time and way. Let our words be gentle and our hearts open, reflecting the love that you pour out so freely upon us. As we continue to gather in this sacred space, may the bonds of community grow stronger, knitting us together in faith and hope. Let us be a refuge for one another, a safe harbor where burdens can be shared and joys multiplied. May this prayer be a living bridge, connecting hearts across distances and differences, united in the tender care of our Savior. Jesus, I ask you now to pour out your healing power upon every child who listens or reads these words. May your Spirit move freely within them, bringing restoration to body, mind, and soul. Let your peace settle deeply in their hearts, a calm that no trouble can disturb. May they feel your love surrounding them like a warm embrace, a shelter from every fear and pain. For those whose healing is slow or uncertain, grant them patience and perseverance. Help them to trust in your goodness and to find joy in the small steps forward, knowing that each one is a precious gift from you. Surround them with your angels of comfort and the loving presence of community, that they may never feel alone on this journey. I pray for the days ahead, that they may be filled with moments of light and laughter, of hope renewed and strength regained. May your hand guide each step, leading us all into deeper wholeness and peace. And when challenges arise, may we remember to turn to you, our refuge and strength, finding courage in your faithful love. As we breathe in your presence once more, Jesus, I invite you to fill this space with your Spirit's gentle power. Let healing flow like a river, steady and sure, washing over every heart and soul gathered here. May the seeds of hope planted in this moment take root and flourish, blooming into a life marked by your grace and peace. And so, we continue to rest in your presence, holding fast to the promises you have given. With hearts open and spirits calm, we wait expectantly for the unfolding of your healing work, confident that your love will carry us through every trial and triumph. Now and always, as we continue to rest in His presence, the tender unfolding of your grace, ever patient and infinitely wise. In this sacred waiting, may we learn to lean not on our own understanding, but on the gentle assurance of your presence beside us. When weariness tugs at our souls and uncertainty clouds our vision, remind us that you are the steady light that never dims, a beacon guiding us through the darkest nights toward the dawn of renewed hope. Jesus, I ask you now to breathe your Spirit deeply into every weary heart here, especially those carrying the quiet weight of unspoken fears and unmet needs. Let your breath bring new life, stirring courage where there is doubt, and sowing peace where anxiety seeks to take root. May your presence be felt as a soft whisper within, a loving voice that soothes and strengthens, inviting each soul to rest fully in the shelter of your love. For the children whose pain feels overwhelming, whether seen or unseen, I pray that you would surround them with a protective cloak woven from your compassion. Shield them from despair and isolation, and replace their trembling with the steady rhythm of your heartbeat. Let their spirits rise on wings of hope, buoyed by the knowledge that they are cherished beyond measure and held securely in your hands. I lift up the parents, caregivers, and loved ones who walk this journey alongside these precious children. Renew their strength when the path grows steep, and reignite their hope when shadows threaten to overtake their joy. May they feel your gentle encouragement in every small victory, and find rest in your presence when the days feel long. Grant them the grace to be patient with themselves and others, remembering that healing is a sacred process, unfolding in your perfect time. Help us all to embody your love more fully, reflecting your tenderness in each word spoken and each act of kindness offered. Teach us to be patient listeners, to hold space for pain without rushing to fix, and to offer comfort that echoes the heart of Jesus, the Good Shepherd who never abandons his flock. May our presence be a balm to hurting souls, a steady source of light and hope amid life's storms. As we continue to gather in this quiet refuge, knit our hearts together in a tapestry of faith that spans all distances and differences. Let this shared prayer become a living connection, a sacred thread binding us in compassion and unity. May each person who joins in this moment feel deeply known and infinitely loved. embraced by the vastness of your grace. Jesus, open our eyes to see the miracles often hidden in the everyday, the gentle smiles, the brave steps forward, the quiet moments of peace that hint at your healing power at work. May these glimpses of grace inspire us to persevere, to hold fast to hope, even when the road is long and the journey uncertain. Pour out your peace, Lord, that surpasses all understanding upon every heart here. Let it guard our minds against fear and soothe our spirits with the calm assurance of your steadfast presence. May this peace become a wellspring from which we draw strength each day, enabling us to face challenges with courage and to celebrate progress with joy. Now, as we rest together in this holy presence, I invite you, Jesus, to draw us deeper into the mystery of your love, a love that heals, restores, and transforms. May we remain attentive to your gentle leading, responsive to your Spirit's prompting, and anchored firmly in the promise that you are always near. With open hands and open hearts, we receive whatever healing you desire to bring, trusting that your grace will carry us forward into the fullness of life you have prepared. And so in this sacred stillness, we continue to abide in your presence, waiting, trusting, and hoping, knowing that your healing work is ongoing, tenderly shaping us and the children we cherish into the fullness of your love as we continue to rest in his presence. The quiet unfolding of your divine plan, a masterpiece of mercy and grace that reaches into every corner of our lives. In this sacred moment, help us to embrace the mystery of healing, the seen and unseen, the sudden and the gradual, the joyous breakthroughs and the gentle, steady growth. May our hearts remain open and receptive, ready to receive the gifts you so lovingly bestow, even when they come in unexpected ways. Jesus, I ask you now to breathe hope into the spaces where despair has whispered its lies, replacing doubt with confidence in your unfailing promises. Let your Spirit awaken a deep assurance within each listener that no matter the challenges faced, your love is a constant, unshakable foundation. May this truth take root and flourish, becoming a source of strength that sustains us through every trial and carries us forward with unwavering courage. For the children whose paths are shadowed by pain or uncertainty, wrap them tenderly in your compassionate embrace. May they feel the warmth of your presence as a gentle light that softens fear and kindles joy. Let your healing touch restore what has been broken, renew what has been weary, and awaken within them a resilient spirit that reflects the beauty of your creation. I lift up the caregivers, those whose hearts beat in rhythm with the needs of these precious children. When weariness threatens to overwhelm, fill them anew with your grace and peace. Remind them that their faithful love is a sacred offering, a reflection of your own boundless care. May they find rest in your presence and strength in your promises, knowing that you are their ever-present help and refuge. Teach us all to walk gently alongside one another, bearing one another's burdens with humility and kindness. Help us to cultivate patience as healing unfolds in its own perfect time, and to celebrate the smallest signs of progress as profound victories. Let our words be soft, our touch gentle, and our hearts full of the tender compassion that flows from you. As we continue to gather in this circle of prayer and peace, knit our spirits together in a tapestry of love that transcends distance and circumstance. May this shared moment be a wellspring of encouragement, a sacred space where burdens are lightened and hope is renewed. Let each person feel deeply seen, heard, and embraced by the vastness of your grace. Jesus, open our eyes to the subtle miracles that surround us, the smiles that brighten a weary face, the quiet courage that perseveres through hardship, the moments of peace that break through the storm. May these glimpses of your healing power inspire us to trust you more deeply and to walk forward with hopeful hearts. Pour out your peace upon us now, Lord, the kind of peace that surpasses all human understanding. Let it guard our hearts and minds, soothing anxieties and calming restless spirits. May this peace become a wellspring from which we draw strength each day, empowering us to face challenges with courage and to rejoice in every step of progress. Now, as we rest together in this holy presence, we invite you, Jesus, to lead us deeper into the heart of your love, a love that heals, restores, and transforms. May we remain attentive to your voice, responsive to your spirit, and anchored firmly in the assurance that you are always near. With open hands and open hearts, we receive whatever healing you desire to bring, trusting that your grace will carry us forward into the fullness of life you have prepared. And so in this sacred stillness, we abide with you, waiting, trusting, hoping, knowing that your healing work continues, tenderly shaping us and the children we cherish into the fullness of your love as we continue to rest in his presence. The gentle unfolding of your mercy, which reaches into the deepest places of our hearts, and the tender souls of every child you hold dear. In this quiet communion, help us to embrace the beauty of your timing, the wisdom of your ways, and the peace that comes from resting fully in your loving care. May we be patient as you weave restoration through each moment, knowing that your grace is sufficient and your power made perfect in our weakness. Jesus, breathe your healing breath into the spaces within us that long for comfort and renewal. Where there is pain, bring your soothing balm. Where there is fear, pour out your perfect peace. Where there is brokenness, release the gentle power of your redemption. Surround each child with a hedge of protection, guarding their hearts and minds from harm, and fill them with a hope that shines brighter than any shadow. For those whose journeys are marked by uncertainty or delay, grant a steadfast spirit that clings to your promises. Help them to see beyond the present struggles to the glorious future you have prepared, a future rich with joy, health, and wholeness. May every small step forward be met with gratitude, and every moment of rest be a precious gift renewed by your Spirit. I lift up the caregivers, those faithful souls who give tirelessly of themselves in love and service. strengthen their hearts when weariness threatens to overwhelm, and kindle within them a flame of joy that cannot be extinguished. Let your presence be their refuge and their strength, a wellspring of grace that sustains them daily. May they know deeply that their labor in love is not unnoticed and that you are their ever-present companion on this journey. Teach us all to be instruments of your peace, extending kindness and empathy to all who suffer. May our hands be gentle, our words encouraging, and our spirits compassionate, reflecting the tender heart of our Savior. Help us to bear one another's burdens with patience and grace, creating a community woven tightly with love and understanding. As we continue to rest in your presence, may your Spirit knit us together in unity and hope. Let this prayer be a living thread connecting hearts across space and time, a sacred bond reminding us that we are never alone. May each person who joins in this moment feel enveloped in your infinite love, carried forward by the assurance of your healing power at work. Jesus, open our eyes to see the miracles hidden in everyday moments, the courage shown in a gentle smile, the progress made in quiet perseverance, the peace that settles softly after a long night. Let these glimpses of your goodness inspire steadfast faith and renewed hope, fueling our journey with confidence in your faithful care. Pour out your peace now, Lord, that surpasses all understanding. Guard our hearts and minds against worry, soothe restless spirits, and fill us with a calm assurance that you are in control. May this peace be a steady anchor, holding us firm through every storm and challenge, a source of strength and courage as we move forward together. Now, as we abide in your holy presence, Jesus, we open our hearts wide to receive the fullness of your healing love. Lead us deeper into the mystery of your grace, a grace that restores, transforms, and makes all things new. With open hands and trusting hearts, we surrender all that we carry, confident that your mercy will carry us through. And so, in this sacred stillness, we remain with you, waiting, trusting, hoping, knowing that your healing work is ongoing, tenderly shaping us and the children we cherish into the fullness of your love, forever resting in his presence. Amen.